Good evening. This is Chris Jones Sports Talk, and I want to talk about the NFL and the NFC and AFC Championship on the line. First, let's talk about the NFC. The Green Bay Packers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Now, Aaron Rodgers in NFC Championship games has a record of 1-1. The one game that he did win, he went on to win the Super Bowl. Last week, Aaron Rodgers strategically caught the Dallas defense off guard. In the first quarter, he caught Dallas with 12 men on the field, and in the same drive, did a hard count, got a free play, pulled back, and threw for a touchdown. Now, the key element to Green Bay's success on offense is when Aaron Rodgers gets out of the pocket. All of the receivers know when he rolls out, head for the sideline. If they don't continue to use this strategy, I think that they're going to have problems against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, defensively, they allowed the Dallas Cowboys to come out of an 18-point deficit. They cannot allow that against the Atlanta Falcons, who are scoring 36 points per game this season. They need to focus on the Atlanta Falcons' run game, which has picked up over the last few weeks. They got to focus on stopping the #1 scoring team. The defensive line has to play hard, and the secondary, in my opinion, I think they're going to have problems. Now, as far as the Atlanta Falcons just need to continue to do what they've been doing. Last week against the Seattle Seahawks, they accumulated 422 yards, which is the third highest in NFL history. Now, that marks only the 8th playoff win that the Atlanta Falcons have ever had in franchise history. And if they win on Sunday, it'll be only the 2nd time in franchise history that they've won back-to-back playoff games. Now, defensively, they got to keep Aaron Rodgers in that pocket. If he gets outside of the pocket, the Green Bay Packers receivers know, get to the sideline. So if they can keep Aaron Rodgers in the pocket, force him to make good throws, and take away Green Bay's run game, the Atlanta Falcons may be going to their first Super Bowl in a long time. Now let's talk about the AFC Championship between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots and the historic display that they've put on for us this season. Tom Brady was a 6th-round draft pick. He's won 4 of the 6 Super Bowls he's been in, and he's been in 9 of the 15 AFC championships since 2002. Brady leads the series against Ben Roethlisberger at 6-2. Now, between the two teams, they've been in 13 of the 15 AFC championships games. Now, I think the key to Tom Brady's win this week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think he has to do a lot of play calling at the line once he sees the defense that Pittsburgh throws at him. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers defense ranks #1. But one thing that Brady can do is make the players around him thrive. He knows how to take the average receiver and exploit your defense. And that is one gift that he has. Now, defensively, the Patriots rank 2nd. And one would think, stop Antonio Brown and stop Le'Veon Bell and you can win the game. But that is not the case. Le'Veon Bell rushed for 170 yards last week, and Antonio Brown caught 108 yards. No defense this season has been able to stop the run of the Pittsburgh Steelers, or Antonio Brown for that matter. And Ben Roethlisberger's been to 4 AFC championship games and won 2 Super Bowls. I think Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to get Le'Veon Bell going early. Now, if they can accomplish that, that opens up the secondary in which Ben Roethlisberger can get the opportunity to get the football downfield. Because it is a must that they make big plays against the New England Patriots. Now, the Steelers have the #1 defense. And I believe that this game is going to fall on special teams and the coaching. You got 2 veteran quarterbacks who know how to manipulate the technical part of the football games. So I think that this game is going to come down to a last play. I think it's going to come down to whatever veteran quarterback can perform at a high level when time comes. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been to 16 AFC Championship games since 1970, followed by the New England Patriots, who have made 13 appearances in the AFC Championship, and third, none other than the Oakland Raiders with 11. Now on the NFC side, the San Francisco 49ers have 15 appearances in the NFC Championship game, followed by the Dallas Cowboys with 14, and third, the Los Angeles Rams with 9. Now I want to get to a segment of this sports show called Football for Thought. I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers playoff game. But I want to go back for a minute to the 2013-2014 season. In 2013-2014, the Dallas Cowboys were playing the Detroit Lions. They were ahead of the Detroit Lions in the fourth quarter. There was a minute left in the ball game, and Matthew Stafford had the ball. Matthew Stafford marched the Detroit Lions all the way down the football field and got to the 1-yard line. He was in hurry-up mode. He's got his hand going up as if he's going to spike the ball. He gets under center, but instead of spiking the ball, he takes the ball and he puts it over the goal line. Touchdown, Lions win, and that game was a playoff implicated game for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the second game was against the Pittsburgh Steelers this season against another veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. A minute and some change left. Dallas is winning. Ben Roethlisberger gets the Pittsburgh Steelers all the way down inside the 5-yard line. He's in hurry-up mode. He's got his hand going like this as if he's going to spike the ball. But instead of spiking the ball, he pulls back and throws it to Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Dallas ultimately won that game. Now here we are in the divisional playoff game against the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers in the first quarter of the game catches Dallas with 12 men on the field. In the same drive, he does a hard count, gets a free play, and throws for a touchdown. These are strategies that should have been made aware to the defense of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, with that being said, this is the third time that Jason Garrett has been fooled by these veteran quarterbacks who use technicalities to win these football games. I think that Dallas Cowboys need a leader, whether it be a player or a coach or whatever the case may be. But they need somebody to step up in a major way. Also, in moving forward, I think that the Dallas Cowboy coaching staff should have been more aware of those types of strategies in these types of football games. My name is Chris Jones, and this is Chris Jones Sports Talk. Thanks once again.